Welcome to the 2023 Commencement Ceremony. Our student procession will begin in 10 minutes. Remember to stay hydrated and drink plenty of water.
Every community owes its existence and strength to the generations before them, around the world, who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy into making the history that led to this moment. Truth and acknowledgement are critical in building mutual respect and connections across all barriers of heritage and difference. So, we acknowledge the truth that is often buried. We are on the ancestral lands of the Piscataway people, who are the ancestral stewards of this sacred land. It is their historical responsibility to advocate for the four-legged, the winged, those that crawl, and those that swim. They remind us that clean air and pristine waterways are essential to all life. This land acknowledgement is a vocal reminder for each of us as two-leggeds to ensure our physical environment is in the better condition than what we inherited, for the health and prosperity of future generations. We also acknowledge that throughout our history, our university has not always lived up to our ideals of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Today, we reaffirm our commitment to building and celebrating a multicultural community. Please take a moment to consider these many legacies of bias, prejudice, violence, and settlement that bring us here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Our student processional will be coming into view in approximately 5 minutes. Thank you. The University of Maryland is pleased to present the classes of 2022 and 2023. Colette Smith, our 2023 commencement student speaker, is leading the procession with the University Gonfalon, along with Marshals Dr. Marsha Ginsler-Stevens and Dr. Bob Infantino. Our senior marshals, student medalist, and student finalist follow. Please welcome our graduates. Please welcome undergraduate studies. Please welcome the Philip Merrill College of Journalism. Please welcome the School of Architecture, Planning, and Preservation. Please welcome the School of Public Policy. Please welcome the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Attention graduates, please remain standing in front of your chairs. Thank you. Please welcome the College of Education. Please welcome the College of Arts and Humanities. please welcome the A. James Clark School of Engineering. Attention graduates, please remain standing in front of your chairs. Thank you. please welcome the Robert H. Smith School of Business. Please welcome the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Please welcome the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences. please welcome the School of Public Health. Your attention, please. At this time, we ask all graduates to please move back to your seats. Once again, all graduates, please move back to your seats at this time. Thank you. Attention graduates. At this time, please move to your seats. Once again, all graduates, please move to your seats at this time. Thank you. Please welcome the College of Information Studies. Guests, please welcome the faculty, ROTC commanders, ROTC cadets, athletic coaches, and staff. Distinguished guests and graduates, please rise and welcome the platform party for your 2023 commencement ceremony. Everyone, please remain standing silently and turn your attention to the Butler Tunnel for the presentation of the colors by the University of Maryland Honor Guard and for the National Anthem by the Terrapin Brass Ensemble. Once again, please turn to the Butler Tunnel for the presentation of the colors by the University of Maryland Honor Guard and for the National Anthem by the Terrapin Brass Ensemble. Remain standing and turn your attention to the main stage to welcome Chaplain Tarif Shraim to deliver our official invocation.
Today is a very special day. It's a day in which we celebrate with joy the accomplishments of our 2022 and 2023 graduating class at the University of Maryland. As we all gather here today, let us recognize that the greatest gift we can all give ourselves right now is gratitude. Gratitude for all that has happened in our lives to bring us to this milestone. Gratitude for our parents, spouses, and children who have filled our lives with their love and care. Gratitude for our teachers and mentors, without whom none of us would be here today. Gratitude even for our struggles, the struggles we faced in our journeys, for can we honestly say that we have understood what truly matters in life, that we discovered our own strengths, or that we are who we are today, if not for all the pains and struggles we faced along the way. As we celebrate this moment, let us all recognize that our graduation degrees are not trophies, but a reminder that in order to accomplish things we've never accomplished, to become people we've never been, we must make sacrifices and do things we've never done. As we continue our journeys, may we recognize that when our lives are over, our stories will not be defined by our titles or material accomplishments, but by the quality of our hearts and characters, how we impacted this earth, and whether we served a purpose bigger than ourselves. May we see ourselves as who we really are, unique, worthy, beautiful, and with vast giving spirits. And may we hasten to shine our light and beauty upon the world around us, knowing that whatever we put out into this world shall always come back, that whatever we give, we shall receive. May we never become so occupied with our personal lives and dreams that we neglect those closest to us and deprive them of the gifts they deserve and need most from us: our time, care, forgiveness, love, and encouragement. May we never lose sight of what truly matters and learn to love what we need to love now and care for what deserves our care now. May we seize the opportunities given to us every single day to become heroic, knowing that you and I become heroic every time we help someone who can't help themselves, every time we lift a soul that can't lift itself, and every time we become someone else's miracle. May our hearts overflow with gratitude, that we begin to touch everyone and everything around us with our grateful and compassionate presence. And may the rest of our lives be the best of our lives. Amen.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the President of the University of Maryland, Dr. Darrell J. Pines.
Thank you. Thank you, Tarif. Everyone, please take your seats. Thank you so much. Students, families, faculty, staff, and alumni, welcome to the University of Maryland's 2023 Commencement Ceremony. Woo! This is an extraordinary day for so many reasons. First, it is special because today we host the class of 2023. How about a round of applause for the class of 2023? How about a round of applause? Now listen to these numbers. The class of 2023 encompasses 10,962 graduates, 8,883 undergraduates, 1,811 masters, and 268 doctoral degrees. Give them all a round of applause. And we also welcome back summer and winter graduates from the class of 2022. Class of 2022, please stand. Class of 22, please stand. There's the class of 2022. Wow. Now these graduates represent an additional 4,003 Terps, 2,145 undergraduates, 1,489 masters, and 369 doctoral degrees. Give them a round of applause for that. Continue. To our graduates and the entire university administration are tremendously proud and grateful for the hard work, determination, and excellence you have shown over the course of your years here at College Park. We are all stronger because of you. We are all Terrapin strong. Repeat after me. We are Terrapin strong. We are Terrapin strong. All right, thank you. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. You are Terrapin strong. I also want to take this moment to thank the families in the audience for our graduates for just a moment, as graduating from college is very much of a family affair. That's especially true for the Owen family here today, as they have triplets, Hunter, Tanner, and Walker, are in the audience, and their families, and I give them a round of applause. They're getting their degrees from the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, the triplets. And now I ask that the family members for all of our graduates please stand. For all of our graduates in the audience, please stand. All the families, for all of our graduates in the audience, grandparents and uncles and aunts and brothers and sisters, your dedication to the pursuit of higher education, to building a better life for your children has led to this moment. So stand and allow us to recognize you. Thank you for all of your support of your children in the audience. Before we begin today's ceremony, I would also like to acknowledge just some of the university leadership. I ask that each of these groups stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until I am finished. First, the vice presidents of the university, please stand. Hold your applause. The deans of our colleges and schools at the University of Maryland, please stand. The presidents of the Student Government Association and the Graduate Student Government Association, the chair of the Staff Senate, Colonel Stephen Jantz, representing the ROTC, our faculty and student marshals, please stand. Our student speaker, Colette Smith, please stand. And University System of Maryland Board of Regent, Louis Pope, please stand. Please give them all a round of applause. Thank you. I would like to thank each of you for your contributions and for making the University of Maryland experience so special for every member of our community. And now a round of applause for everyone, please.
Please turn your attention to the video board for a special message from the 63rd Governor of the State of Maryland, Wes Moore.
It's Governor Wes Moore. And on behalf of the people of Maryland, I'd like to offer my deepest congratulations to the class of 2023. You all have gone on an impressive and a defining journey. This class includes people from all kinds of backgrounds, including returning students, graduates who are the first in their family to attend college, members of the military, and working professionals, all of whom put in the work and the time and the attention to earn an advanced degree. Today's graduation stands as a major milestone in your path of lifelong learning, and I'm thrilled for you all. Getting this far and reaching this day, it demonstrates something powerful, your belief in the power of education. It demonstrates the evidence of your willingness to invest in yourselves, and I congratulate you on the fortitude you've shown in making that investment. I also want to note the sacrifices some of you have made to be here. Throughout the years, in order to get to this day, you, as well as your loved ones, have had to make meaningful sacrifices that weren't always easy. From missed birthday parties to sleepless nights to taking time off work. You braved it all, and now an abundant future awaits you. So as you go forth, take all that you've learned and pledge to use it for good. Building a brighter future for our state and our entire world will require graduates like all of you doing their best and giving their all. And I look forward to being on that journey with you. I wish you all the best in your personal and professional goals.
Please welcome to the podium, Louis Pope, University System of Maryland Board of Regents.
Good evening. I am very pleased to be with you today, both to offer congratulations on behalf of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents and as a proud Terrapin myself. You know, it's an honor to share this day with President Pines, who continues to provide tremendous leadership to this wonderful institution. The University of Maryland is a force for education, research, discovery, and public service. It represents everything that is best about public higher education, and today stands as one of the finest universities in this country and in the world. But first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for being admitted to the University of Maryland. You are a very smart group of individuals, and you are probably aware how hard it is to get in here. The average high school GPA for those admitted as freshmen is over 4.1. I have to tell you that those of us on the boards of regions frequently chuckle and note that under today's standards, most of us would never have been admitted in the first place. Those of you who have spent 4 or more years here have lived through one of the most unique and strenuous of college experiences. With COVID-19, many of you were forced to commute. Many of you were taking classes, all of you were taking classes on Zoom, wear face masks, and face other hardships. But here you are graduating today because you have survived and adapted to the circumstances. These hardships these hardships may turn out to be a great learning experience for the world and the workplace that lay ahead of you. I also want to let you know that the state of Maryland taxpayers contribute almost $2 billion a year to assist the University System of Maryland, and that is an investment in you. And our statistics also show that 80% of our graduates will stay and work here as part of the economic engine that continues to improve the state of Maryland. We encourage you to do exactly the same. Stay here, help energize Maryland, because this is a wonderful place to work and play and begin your own career and family. I mentioned a few moments ago that I too was a Terrapin. 49 years ago this month, I sat on this same graduation ceremony, then held in Cole Fieldhouse, wondering where life would lead me. And I can assure you that if you apply yourself, work hard, stay positive, live within your means, life will work out just fine. Most importantly today, it is an honor to be here to recognize and congratulate you, the members of the class of 2022 and 23. What you have accomplished has taken hard work, persistence, and dedication. For many of you, we celebrate the completion of your educational journey. Many others will continue on with other graduate programs. In either case, congratulations. I know that your family and friends here today take great pride in what you have accomplished. They have shared in your sacrifice, and they certainly should share in your success today. Today you graduate from an institution recognized nationally for excellence. So no matter what direction your life now takes, no matter what challenges you next confront, know that your education here has prepared you well. Once again, congratulations to all of you, and know that the entire University System of Maryland family wish you all the best in the years to come. Enjoy the day and this wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the podium Jeff Rivest, President, University of Maryland Alumni Association Board of Governors.
So good evening, fellow Terps. When you hear the word family, what do you immediately think? I think about brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, grandparents, and of course, mom and dad. I think about memories shared experiences, and belonging. Now, when you hear the word community, what do you immediately think? I think about great friends, memories, shared experiences, and again, belonging. Strong communities are like strong families. Whether coming home for Thanksgiving, coming back to campus, you feel something deep down in your gut. A warm feeling, a special feeling, a feeling of belonging, and a feeling of something bigger. That is what your Alumni Association is. It is something bigger. And have you thought about this? Today your title changes from student to alum. And your education, according to Nelson Mandela, is the single most powerful weapon you have to change the world. In our Terp community are people from all walks of life. Some have earned special distinctions, such as Jeanette Epps, one of the first black female astronauts, Kevin Plank, growing Under Armour into a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse, Jody Olson, director of the Peace Corps, Jonathan Fix, founder of Terps Against Hunger, Jeff Kinney, author and cartoonist, who has entertained an entire generation, and it's you. So just like these Terps, you will also make a difference in your community, at your job, for yourself, and certainly for your families. Please remember that Terps help Terps. I know my success was partly built on the shoulders of alumni who helped me along the way. In fact, my very first thought for just about everything is, there's a Terp for that. So you now have access to one of the greatest alumni communities in the world, a community of more than 400,000 Terps in all 50 states and in 156 countries. After you get settled in your next phase of life, I urge you to join your alumni association. Join a community of willing Terps to help you find your dream job, introduce you to a business partner, tailgate at a sports event, or perhaps just hire that Terp to design landscape your yard. Just remember, for everything, there's a Terp for that, and you are now a Terp alum. So when you wake up tomorrow, I have two key questions for you. First, where do you want to have impact? And second, what is your next step? Remember, wherever you are in life, you are always a Terp. Share your Maryland pride and make a difference in the world. On behalf of the University of Maryland Alumni Associations, congratulations to the class of 2022 and 2023. Well done. Terps help Terps. You are always a Terp. Thank you. Go Terps.
Welcome back, Dr. Darrell J. Pines.
So remember, thank you, President Rivest, and thank you, Regent Pope. Terps help Terps, and there's a Terp for that. Let's say it together. Terps help Terps, and there's a Terp for that. All right. I would like to introduce the remarkable candidates for the University Medal, the highest honor that we can bestow upon any graduate. It is awarded each year to the senior who best personifies academic distinction, extraordinary character, and outstanding contributions beyond their major field of study. The University Medal Selection Advisory Committee identified 4 finalists from all of this year's graduates, and it's my honor and privilege to introduce you to them now. First, Cassidy Jacobs is a yes, give her a round of applause. Cassidy Jacobs. Stand up, Cassidy. Stand up, Cassidy. Cassidy, stand up. Cassidy Jacobs is a first-generation college student and a dual degree graduate in government and politics and criminology and criminal justice. Cassidy had internships and leadership experiences ranging from the Maryland General Assembly and U.S. State Department to the University Student Judiciary and Terps for Change. She received the Adele H. Stamp Memorial Award and the Spirit of Maryland Award and plans to go to law school. Give her a round of applause. Next up, Shreya Potleri. That's right. Shreya is an applied mathematics major in the Integrated Life Sciences Honors Program with a 4.0 GPA. She has 3 research publications and the Presidential Scholarship. President of the Math Club, Shreya partnered with a nonprofit to offer a free virtual summer program for middle school students. She will enter, after graduation, an MD PhD program when she graduates. Congratulations, Shreya. Next up, Tessia Shi. Tessia is earning a double degree in psychology and biological sciences. She co-founded Lean On Me College Park, the university's first peer-to-peer, non-crisis text line, and was a valued leader in the Honors College's Gemstone program. She earned the Maryland Summer Scholars Award, the Ed Snyder Leadership Award, and was a Do Good Fellow. She will continue her research and advocacy as a post-baccalaureate fellow at the National Institutes of Health. Great job, Tessia. Next up, Jerry Yang. Jerry Yang is a biological science major who volunteered as an EMT during COVID, was an emergency department intern at Children's National Hospital in DC and the University of Maryland School of Medicine, and participated in the research that resulted in 4 peer-reviewed articles and several abstracts. A founding member of Terrapin Think Tank and president of the American Red Cross Club, Yang plans to spend 2 years training and working as a firefighter at the College Park Volunteer Fire Department while continuing his research and applying to medical school. Congratulations, Jerry. Please join me in just giving all 4 of those finalists another round of applause. And now, I am pleased to introduce to you our university medalists. This student came to the University of Maryland with many STEM accomplishments and victories in robotic competitions, but decided to earn her degree in public health science so she could focus on, that's right, public health science, so she could focus on translating research into impact. As a student in the Honors College Gemstone program, she was a city-level health evaluator through the De Beaumont Foundation, a staff member for State Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, and a health policy specialist for Youth Power Project. She served as director of the Student Government Association's Health and Wellness Committee, launched a pilot of a gender-affirming care initiative, and founded the Terrapin Think Tank, a student-led health policy incubator that works closely with Prince George's County Health Department. She's also the co-author of 12 published manuscripts, and that's amazing, 12 published manuscripts. I don't think I had 12 published manuscripts when I was an assistant professor. Unbelievable. And briefs on public health and policy. Her honors include Spirit of Maryland Award, the School of Public Health Dean's Outstanding Scholar Award, and being chosen as Phi Beta Kappa Key into Public Service Scholar. Distinguished guests and platform party, please join me in honoring this year's university medalist, Isha Yardi. Yeah, thank you. Well done, Isha. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Let's give her another round of applause.
Have anything prepared, but I think my support network deserves significantly more recognition than me for this. So my parents who are sitting over there, my mom, my dad, my cousin, my sister, my aunt, thank you for being my pillars of support. And of course, my friends, my roommates, you guys mean the world to me. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Isha. Well done. Well done.
Please welcome to the stage the president of the University of Maryland Graduate Student Government Association, Mr. Joey Havoc.
All right. Good evening. My name is Joey Havoc, and I had the honor of serving as president of the Graduate Student Government this year, representing our nearly 10,000 graduate students. I want to congratulate and extend my best wishes to all of you as you celebrate this fantastic achievement and begin to take the next step in your lives. It is also my privilege to introduce tonight's commencement speaker and fellow Terp, Gail King. An accomplished journalist and co-host of CBS Mornings, Ms. King has interviewed world leaders, political figures, and celebrities ranging from former President Barack Obama and Congressman John Lewis, to Bruce Springsteen, okay, and Billie Eilish. She has led coverage of breaking news, political conventions, election nights, and royal weddings. Among her many awards, Ms. King has won 3 Emmys, was inducted into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame, and was selected in 2019 for the Time 100, Time Magazine's annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. So if you would please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker and a 1976 graduate of the University of Maryland, Gayle King.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you guys. Thank you, President Pines. Isha, congratulations. I took a picture backstage with Isha and her parents, so I know how proud they are. Colette's coming up next. Thank you, Colette, ahead of time. Friends and family in the graduating class of 2023. I just have to go off script for just a second. When I first came on campus, I haven't been here since I left back in 1976. And when you drive in, it says, future home of something fearless. I love the sound of that, guys. The future home of something fearless. That's us. So I'm walking around. From the moment I landed, I had interviews to do. It was jam-packed. So I was walking on the mall. I love the mall. Cameron Andrews, he's a computer science student, class of 2023. You go, Cameron. He stopped me. And I said, Cameron, do you have a job? He goes, yes, I'm going to Microsoft in Seattle. I go, I know where Microsoft is, but congratulations, Cameron. I met Tawana Twitty. She just came up to me. She said, I'm so glad you're here, Gayle. She works in the agricultural department. I said, oh, how long have you been here? She said, 30 years. She said, I'm eligible to retire, but I'm not leaving this place. And I said, why not? She said, I really love it here. What do you love about it? She said, the students. What do you love about the students? She said, because the students give me hope. That's you, students, who give us all hope. Thank you, Ms. Twitty. And last but not least, I have a young family friend in the audience. I'm not allowed to say her name, Olivia. Olivia is a very common name. You were watching CBS Mornings, your favorite morning show. Olivia's been the most common name, the most popular name for girls for the last 3 years. So this particular Olivia, I just want to say congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I know your family's proud of you. Actually, 2023, guys, we're all so proud of you tonight. This is your night. So I have to be honest about something. I have never given a commencement speech before. I am so nervous. I've been asked many, many times. I always turn it down. And I was talking to Joey and Colette backstage, and I said, God, guys, I'm so nervous. And Joey goes, well, I've never introduced you before, and I got this. Thank you, Joey. You do got this. You do got this. And somebody said, why are you so nervous? I said, because the parents are there. And somebody said, yeah, parents are tough. You want to be inspirational. You want to be funny. You want to share life stories. So I was at a dinner party recently, and Larry David was there, not name dropping, but Larry David was there, who is also a fellow Terrapin. So I went up to him, and you know him. He co-created Seinfeld. He did Curb Your Enthusiasm. So Larry was a student at University of Maryland back in the day. So I figured he'd be the perfect guy to give me some advice. I said, Larry, I'm so worried. I'm doing the commencement speech at University of Maryland. He goes, why? He said, I would never do that. And I said, why not? He said, because it's hard. So my first piece of advice to you is do not go to Larry David for a pep talk. And if you were thinking about Larry for class of 2024, you might rethink that, although something tells me if you asked him, he would come. But it is hard. It is hard. Today, you should know this. It's a first for you, but it's a first for me too, because back in 1996, my mom told me I could either attend the graduation or I could opt out of it. For reasons that really make absolutely no sense to me now, I decided to skip the ceremony. But I have to tell you guys, when I was walking down and they're playing da, 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 it hits different when you're wearing this robe. It hits different. It feels different. It looks different. And all of a sudden, I felt so proud of all of us. Look at us. College is the first time. It's the first time you're called upon to make decisions all on your own. When you go to bed, when you're going to eat, how much studying you do or you don't do. Some of those decisions turn out to be the right ones, as we know, and others turn out to be, well, not so good. We all know this. You make these choices based on what you know at the time. And what I knew at the time was that my mom's graduation present was a trip to the Bahamas with my sister Sharon, and we couldn't wait to get going. You know, the flight was leaving very early the next day after graduation. I suspect that was one of the reasons why we missed, but that's not a good enough excuse. But even then, I missed a chance to attend University of Maryland. And the fact that I'm attending one 47 years later is proof that not every decision you make has to be permanent. We continue to learn and to evolve one step at a time. And there have been so many steps from that moment when I left Maryland. And now it got me wondering if maybe the best way to think about your future is a hike. I've been hiking a whole lot lately. I'm not saying that I'm good at it, but I've been doing a lot of it. And I just want to share a couple of things with you. The first thing I've learned is sometimes your next step isn't what you had in mind. So say yes anyway. Opportunities are going to appear, and your inclination might be say no. I get that. You've got your plan doesn't involve ski poles on dry land, but say yes anyway. Sometimes a hike goes well, you're full of energy, the scenery is really gorgeous, you feel like you're walking through a postcard. That, by the way, guys, is called a stroll. Other days, it's all uphill, and you feel like your heart is about to burst out of your chest. I had those moments too. And I remember an interview I did with a Navy SEAL who said, when you think you can't take it anymore, there is always something left in the tank. I love that. There's always something left, and he's right. There is tremendous value in just putting one foot in front of the other, going further than you thought possible, and even though you might need a couple of Advil and a heating pad when you're done, one step in front of the other. You know, as a student here, when I wasn't busy being the freshman orientation leader, yes, I was one of those. I was a desk receptionist at La Plata. I went back to La Plata, my old room, 804. It looks the same. It looks good. I was an RA at Hagerstown, 816, went there too today. I worked part-time at a camera store that was next door to a TV station. And that's when you used to ask, would you like double prints or matte finish? I was a girl behind the counter. I was that person. Later, your parents will have to explain, this was way before selfies. Double prints and matte finish, that was an actual question. I know parents, you remember that. Anyway, one of the big cheeses from the station came and he said, you know, you got a great voice, a pleasant personality. Would you be interested in an entry level at the TV station? And I thought for a minute, I said, do I have to work nights? Do I have to work weekends? Graduates, trust me on this. When the time comes and you find yourself with a job offer, do not respond by asking, do I get Saturdays off? Fortunately, the guy chose to ignore my question and I accepted the job. I parlayed that into a news writing job at a station in Baltimore that led to a reporter training program, and from there it was off to the races, and so help me God, I've been running ever since. I still love what I do so much. I wish all of that for you. You may have your day on your career and your life, you've got it all mapped up, but I tell you, say yes anyway. Also, find someone who knows a way. Whether you're starting with a map of where you want to go, or like me, you fall into a big break, find yourself a guide. Not everybody is willing to make themselves available. You know those people. I'm always fascinated by people that don't want to help nobody else. When somebody has helped you get to where you are. But find somebody. There is always somebody who's willing to show you the ropes. They will have directions to get you where you go. You learn everything you can from them. One of my guides was Pam Coulter, a CBS radio reporter. I was her intern at the station. 3 decades later, when I got the job at CBS, I called her. And before I could say anything, she said, "Gail, this is so great you're at CBS. I love watching you." I said, "Oh, I was calling to thank you because I've never forgotten the generosity of all the things that she showed me." There was a pause, and because clearly this was a full circle moment for both of us, you're thinking she's so moved. She goes, "Oh, have we met?" I said, "Yes, I was your intern at CBS when I was at University of Maryland." And she's like, "You were?" So apparently, I was not quite that memorable. So this leads to my next piece of advice. Be memorable, but be memorable for all the right reasons. Make sure the boss knows your name. The boss says, "You know who could get that done? Olivia." You know who could get that done? Olivia. You don't want somebody whose eyes roll when they say your name. I've hiked with some wonderful people, but often when you're walking, you get to see other groups that are trudging down the hill, you know who I mean, and they're cursing at themselves. They're not exactly enthusiastic. Don't be one of those people. You may someday find that you're not on the path that you want to be on, and that's okay. You'll find another route. But in the meantime, be excellent. We all remember the lazy people. We all remember the ones who work the extra mile. And I'm always fascinated by interns who come to CBS, the ones who are looking at their watch like, "I got to get out of here." I can always tell those are not the ones you want to go to. Those are not the Olivias in the group. I'm pretty sure there's something for you that is not an option, and that is apathy is not an option. Get in there and learn as much as you can. Do this for 2 reasons. One, you're going to cultivate your curiosity. You may even surprise yourself by becoming interested in this new field, as I did, broadcast TV. My major here at Maryland, by the way, was psychology. I saw myself as a child psychologist because I like listening to people's problems, giving unsolicited advice. Ask my son and daughter, I still do that. Number 2, the world is changing so fast. Whole industries are collapsing, new ones are springing up. You can and you should use each opportunity to pick up new skills. That's vital. It's so important, and I'm pretty sure that ChatGPT would say exactly the same thing. Guys, as a matter of fact, on the way here, because my son, favorite daughter know, I'm not kidding when I say I was very nervous about this day because I just don't want to disappoint. I call it skited, scared and excited, and she sent me a ChatGPT, and I read it. It was pretty good. But I said, no, I think I have something. Other things along the way might make your way. There's a couple of other thoughts as you make your way through the complicated landscape of 2023. Practice safe bear spray use. Now that one is not from me. That is actually real advice from the National Park Service. But it's a good reminder to do your homework and prep as thoroughly as you can. See, it's not just enough to have the bear spray. You have to know which way to spray it. So let me tell you something about my preparation. It involves literal homework. Books to read. I have a book, I'm going to run out of here like my hair is on fire after this because I have to be back at work in the morning. I have a book, I have homework tonight, movies to watch, a stack of information that's sent to me every night for the next day's broadcast. But for you, homework could mean learning what task your boss hates doing, figuring out how you can take that off her or his plate, or it could mean rehearsing your presentation again and again, anticipating any and every question you might get. By developing the habit of absorbing lots of information and preparing for any outcome, you'll be able to better respond to whatever grizzly shows up at your door. I also believe you got to take smart risk. What does that mean? If you've done your homework, you develop the ability to react to the unknown, then go out and give the unknown a try. I'm a big believer in that. Challenge yourself. Have an adventure. Take a chance. You may run into the word no, but for me, I very seldom take no for an answer if it's something I really believe in. Because you know what no spells backwards? Olivia, what does no spell backwards? Olivia in the group, where are you? There's lots of Olivias. On, thank you, Olivia. No spelled backwards is on. To me, that's game on. I word people down with kindness, especially if it's a chance to learn something new. What's the difference, guys, between a smart risk and a foolish one? A smart risk involves assessing the terrain, researching what's up ahead, pushing beyond your fears, doing it anyway. In other words, you never want to walk out the door thinking, I can wing this. That, my friends, is arrogance. Walk out the door knowing you put in the work. That is called confidence. You should also know this. The perfect hike does not exist. There are hikes that literally take your breath away. You've seen them. But even when the view is spectacular, at some point there's going to be a pebble in your boot. And it always shows up at the worst time, which is my way of saying that as near as I can tell, the work-life balance is more of a myth than reality when you're first starting out. When I graduated, there was no discussion about work-life balance, but I'm pretty sure it involves putting your damn phones in the drawer from time to time for the sake of your emotional, and I mean this, emotional well-being. See, another thing we don't ever seem to talk about when I was starting out was our mental health. But this much I know, to be successful, not just on the job, but on the home front, you gotta find the support you need, let go of the guilt that you don't. That said, if your generation figures this balancing out, please let me know, because I'm still waking up at 3:24 in the morning like I did this morning, and will do tomorrow. I'm working harder than I've ever worked, but I'm so happy with what I do. Still, I could use that information. Next, don't focus on the photo. You've heard this a million times. Don't judge people by their Instagram, because they're lying. Now, I say this as someone who has a team to make me cute every day. I don't wake up like this. It takes a village. It takes a village to get me ready. Some days, my face is still at home on the Upper West Side, and I sit in the makeup chair and say, please do your stuff. Honestly, take the real picture. Keep the genuine memory. Show people who you really are. I know that you feel the need to keep up, to be richer, to be thinner, to be prettier, to be smarter, but here's the rub. There is always going to be somebody who is smarter, richer, thinner, and prettier. Please, I got this lesson when I was in my mid-30s, early 40s. Please don't be that guy. I'm here to remind you that nobody can be a better you than you. And that constant comparison is really, really not good for your soul. You know what's good for your soul? I was talking to your student body president, Ayalette, and she said, I asked her, Ayalette, I'm so nervous. What do you think the students need to hear? And she didn't stutter. She didn't hesitate. She said they need to be told, be nice. I go, that's what I think too. I believe taking the high road. I believe this down to my bones. It's so not hard to be kind. It's essential to be respectful. And it's so necessary in this climate of intolerance. Why? Because the road is sometimes rocky, really rocky. But I don't have to tell you that. You entered college picturing yourself at Coalfield House. I love Coalfield House. Toledo's Pizza, I went there today. Have you guys tried that honey pepperoni pizza? I had 5 pieces. I'm very proud of myself. And then the games right here at CQ Stadium. When I was here, it was called Bird Stadium. And then the pandemic hit. What can I say that you haven't already lived? Each of you has been through this. COVID changed every aspect of your experience and, of course, your lives. And it wasn't the only world-shattering event since you came to Maryland. We all lived through the murder of George Floyd. I remember that day very well. The nonstop gun violence, we're still talking about that. The ever-increasing rage in our politics, distrust in our institutions. It's one thing, you know, not to agree on a solution, but Americans, we Americans, can no longer agree on basic facts. We are a divided country, we're having divided conversation, and that scares me. So how do we become one with the truth again? I'd like to know. How do we get back on track? Isolating in our separate bubbles, it's lonely, and I have to tell you, it's ineffective. It seems to me that our best hope is empathy, and we can all do that. Not just for the people you like, but for the people who struggle. If you see someone who's fallen behind, help them catch up. It's never a bad thing to lift someone up as you climb. Reach out, talk, and listen. We all know this. We were all taught this as kids. Find some sliver, just a sliver of common ground that will begin to bridge this great divide, because the alternative, I'm here to tell you, is a catastrophe. But why am I talking about these things on a day of such excitement and hope and #happiness? Because resilience is crucial. I learned part of that lesson here at University of Maryland. My father died my freshman year. I can remember when I was on the floor, we used to have phones in the hallways where they say, "Gail, you have a call." I came out, it was a neighbor saying, "Gail, you have to come home." "Why?" I said. "Can I talk to my mom?" "No," she said. I said, "Well, you have to tell me, why do I have to come home?" And then I got the news my father died. I remember driving outside on Route 1. I was at a stoplight, and I looked over at a car next to me, University of Maryland students. The top was down, a bunch of students. They were singing and laughing, and the sun was shining, and they were so happy. And please know that sometimes the worst day of your life can be the best day for someone else. And I kept thinking, how can this be? It didn't make any sense to me. Why hadn't their world stopped too? My father was amazing. He was an electrical engineer. His work took us to Ankara, Turkey. I lived there as a little girl. He was determined that his 4 daughters, I'm the oldest of 4, would know what was happening in the world, and he was dead at 47. He was gone. But I learned, as you have all learned, that whether your world or the entire planet is turned on its axis, and unfortunately that will happen to all of us, you will lose someone that you care deeply about. The only thing to do is to take one step forward, just one. Then you might have to take a rest. And sometimes you might even have to step back. I've had to do that. Turn to your people. All of us need our people. And when you're ready, take another step and another. And those steps will bring you up just a little bit further and a little bit higher. Which brings me to my final piece of advice. Please keep going. It is so worth it. I know you know that. Everything you've done here has gotten you to this peak, has gotten you to this point. You've made it through a bazillion exams, assignments that nearly burned out your hard drives, disappointments in life, and yes, in love. I had that too here at University of Maryland, but I'm not bitter. His name was Wayne. Sometimes in yourself, you celebrated the good stuff too. I wonder where Wayne is today. I, for one, know that there is nothing better than a Maryland basketball game. I still remember screaming for Tom McMillan, John Lucas, and Lenny Elmore. Lenny Elmore in particular, when I was a desk receptionist at La Plata, his girlfriend lived in La Plata on the 9th floor, and I used to have to sign them in. Lenny Elmore didn't know my name, but I was like, oh my God, it's Lenny Elmore. I had the biggest crush on him. I've now become friends with Lenny Elmore and his wife. I never mess with married men or people that have boyfriends. I never do. But guys, guess what his wife's name is? Gail. And the 3 of us, I can say, are friends. But Google that team. They were fantastic when I was here. Of course, you'll have your own memories that'll take you into your own future. The next phase, I know, might be a little daunting. Some of you have jobs. Some of you are still searching. It works out, I promise you. But I hope you also see there's a lot of exciting things ahead. You get to forge your path, whether it's a scenic route or the road less traveled. I always say, take the high road. It's less crowded up there. The world really is spread at your feet. You'll figure it out just as you dealt so remarkably with these past 4 years. Having a little bit of a hot flash. I don't want to wilt away up here. And I can't wait to see how you'll use your wit and your intelligence to make the difference that you alone can make. So often people stop doing things because they believe, oh, my gift is too small, it doesn't matter. But every contribution counts, not because of how grand it is, but because of how thoughtful it is, how meaningful it is, how generous of spirit it is. Being here today, celebrating your contributions to community, I know you know this because we've been saying it all night. Everybody is so proud of you. So as you go forward, you have to make yourself proud. Not your parents, not your peers, not your friends, not your professors. That might mean leaving behind the person you think you should be so that you can become the person you want to be. Listen to that for a second. Leaving behind the person you think you should be so that you can become the person you want to be. I was actually just reminded of this lesson the other night. I got to see a sneak preview of The Little Mermaid. By the way, run, don't walk to see this movie. It is so good. That Disney magic is for real, for real. The last line seems so fitting today. As Ariel and her prince were leaving, Sebastian the crab turns to the king and says, children have to go and live their own lives. So I'm asking you, please do that. Go and live your life. Make yourself proud. Make yourself proud. Congratulations, class of 2023. Give yourself a round of applause. You did it. I'll see you in the morning. Congrats.
Please welcome back Dr. Darrell J. Pines, who will now introduce our student speaker.
How about another round of applause for Gail King? No means game on, and then be nice. Those are the two things I took away. At each commencement, we ask one student to address the graduating class, selected by a committee of faculty and staff under the direction of the provost. Today, we have the pleasure of hearing from Colette Smith. Colette, in a moment, I'm going to invite you to deliver your address, but before I do so, I want to ask your family to please stand. Where's Colette's family? Please stand. Give them a round of applause, please. Thank you for being here today on behalf of Colette. And congratulations. Colette Smith today graduates with a 3.98 GPA. I'm just wondering which one of the faculty members out here gave her a B? She should have had a perfect 4.0. What's going on? And a dual degree in government and politics and psychology, a member of the honors program and the federal fellows program. Colette will spend this summer in Morocco on a critical language scholarship, followed by a year in Jerusalem as a prestigious Fulbright scholar. She will enroll in a master's program at Georgetown University's School of Foreign Service when she returns to the United States in 2024. I am honored to introduce your 2023 student commencement speaker, Colette Smith.
We are together today. An obvious fact, but one our graduating class does not take for granted. Reflecting on my time at Maryland, moments of reunion are most vivid. In August 2021, we filled McKeldin Mall's winding paths, sharing excitement, fear, and silent nods as we rubbed Testudo's nose for much-needed luck. As we leaned on each other and learned how to go on, our campus came alive with a sense of community. Because of COVID-19, we were separated for 18 months, learning from our homes in different cities, states, and countries. Amid a series of virtual classes and online exams, our education continued. And it's no surprise that it did. Between YouTube and Wikipedia and everything else online, we can acquire vast amounts of knowledge in today's world without even leaving our homes. But in simple, remarkable moments across the McKeldin Mall, we reunited. After months of what seemed to be a suitable form of learning, we chose to come back together. Why? In college, we have the unique opportunity to interact with people whose stories expand our perspectives and help us discover how we want to apply our new knowledge. That, I believe, is why we come together and why we are educated together. to learn from our community. First, think of a time when someone challenged not just what you thought, but how you thought. Maybe it was a professor who challenged you to appreciate the interconnected nature of the world. Perhaps it was a classmate whose personal connection to a course showed you that emotion often cannot be separated from learning. Or maybe it was someone you once misjudged who now serves as a reminder to be open-minded. Through experiences like these, we learn to think critically, we learn to think compassionately, and we grew comfortable with being wrong. Second, our community helped us understand how to use our education. In a world fraught with violence and oppression, what type of scientists, writers, policymakers, engineers, and humans do we want to be? By engaging with people who fueled our curiosity about issues and lives that transcend our own, we got answers. My career aspirations were shaped by classmates and professors who lived in the countries I merely studied. Consider the individuals whose histories, struggles, and dreams have informed your career pursuits and influenced the life you will lead when you walk out of this stadium. As you do, you may realize what cannot be self-taught or learned in isolation is the ability to be changed, molded, and inspired by the world around us. That is what a college education has offered us. Now, we are standing on a threshold, looking at what will soon be part of our past, while also peering into the nature of our future. It's a moment not without fear. But as UMD students, we were encouraged to be brave, to be fearless. And I can say with certainty, this graduating class embodies true fearlessness. We courageously adapted to a new way of learning amid a global pandemic. We stood together in the face of social injustice and international conflict. And we challenged the Maryland community to not only include, but elevate all students and their stories. As we sit on the precipice of change, I wish you all curiosity, a never-ending spark that motivates you to continue learning through those around you. I wish you all the tenacity and humility to allow yourself to be shaped by others. And I wish you all the courage to lunge into your future, embracing all the new and vibrant communities of which you will become an integral part. Thank you.
Distinguished guest, please welcome to the stage the Dean for the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Dr. Craig Beyruti.
So all the students in the College of Agricultural and Natural Resources, please stand up and be recognized. So good evening. My name is Craig Beyruti, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the oldest college on campus, the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, and I'm honored to represent our faculty and staff on this stage today. Students, where are you? Stand up. You're hiding. You're graduating from an institution chartered nearly 170 years ago, originally named the Maryland Agriculture College. You may not know this, but the University of Maryland at College Park is a proud member of an elite system of institutions found nowhere else in the world, the land-grant system, where the world's brightest minds have assembled to prepare each of you for an exciting and impactful career. Our college couldn't be prouder of you, our graduates, who've dedicated your lives to eliminating hunger, to protecting and conserving our valuable natural resources, and to ensuring that we have a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, and food in our stomachs. There are no nobler professions than those chosen by our graduates. We know you'll continue to inspire pride in our college as the newest ambassadors and alums of the Cornerstone College of the University of Maryland. I'm so pleased to know that our college has been a springboard to the bright and promising futures each and every one of you has in store. Congratulations to our newest college alums, and go Terps.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean for the School of Architecture, Planning and Preservation, Dr. Dawn Jordan.
Architecture, stand on up. Good evening. My name is Dawn Jordan, and I'm the Dean of the University of Maryland School of Architecture, Planning and Preservation. It is an honor to celebrate here with you today. As Dean, one of the very best parts of my job is seeing our students soar to tackle the grand challenges of our time. They accomplish this by making and remaking places. Some of the very places you have visited and those that are still on your bucket list. Everyone in this stadium can and should take an active role in placemaking. All of the graduates of the University of Maryland already know the ingredients of a great community, one that feels welcoming and inclusive. You know it because you've been part of a great place. So graduates, wherever you land after you leave the University of Maryland, I hope you will think like a community planner and seek opportunities to engage your neighbors. In a world that can feel increasingly disconnected, small acts of connections can make all the difference. You do not need to be a graduate of the School of Architecture, Planning and Preservation to make the world a more beautiful place. But I welcome you back anytime, as our school has some really excellent graduate programs. Congratulations, class of 2022 and 2023. Go Terps.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Stephanie Shonakin.
So, Arts and Humanities graduates, please stand up. Faculty of Arts and Humanities, please wave. Faculty. All right, good evening. Please remain standing, students, please. I'm Stephanie Shonakin, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, fondly called RHU. Dear RHU graduates, I see you. As humanists, artists, scholars, and performers, we know that our disciplines provide us with the space to imagine and think about our society, who we were, who we are, and most importantly, who we hope to be. We deeply believe in the power of the arts and humanities to preserve our collective humanity and the ideals and freedoms on which this nation and indeed the academy were founded. All our UMD students will be exceptional in what they do. Arts and humanities graduates specialize in context building that will help make content relevant to humanity. Where are we? Who are we? Indeed, what will we become if we are not grounded in context? Each of our graduates have spent time becoming experts in learning and framing the context that defines us as a society. Our humanities majors, who graduated in history, art history, communication, English, classics, languages, literatures, and cultures, linguistics, philosophy, and archaeology provide us with important context that is then interpreted, translated, and depicted beautifully by our arts majors, those who are graduating in art, music, theater, dance, creative placemaking, creative writing, and immersive media design. When people say they do not understand what is happening in our world, we need only look to the arts and humanities majors to provide the answers. They think critically, read deeply, listen attentively, communicate clearly, analyze carefully, and create exuberantly. These majors are not just important, they are critical to our survival as a just society. I would like to quote a classically trained musician who tells us what we need to know about these graduates. Lizzo once said, "It's about darned time." I can't say the word here, but what does Lizzo say? Yes, congratulations.
Distinguished guest, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, Dr. Susan Rivera.
College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, please stand up. Look at all of you. Beautiful. Hello, my name is Susan Rivera, and I have the privilege to serve as the Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, also known as BSOS. I invite the proud BSOS graduates of the classes of 2022 and 2023 to stay standing. President Pines and I present to you a proven cohort of community leaders, entrepreneurs, social advocates, scholars, researchers, and scientists. These graduates from African American Studies, Anthropology, Criminology and Criminal Justice, Environmental Science and Policy, Economics, Geographical Sciences, Government and Politics, Hearing and Speech Sciences, Neuroscience and Cognitive Science, Psychology, Social Data Science, Sociology, Survey Methodology, and Terrorism Studies. The BSOS classes of 2022 and 2023 will continue to build new research tools and methods that are going to help us understand the grand challenges of our times, such as social and racial justice, gun violence, threats to our democracy, and climate change. BSOS graduates will continue to serve their community. They'll advocate for democracy and voting rights, and for rights of welfare of immigrants and refugees. In short, BSOS graduates will continue to be the solution to the world's great challenges. President Pines, I ask you to confer these outstanding BSOS graduates with their well-earned degrees. Congratulations, BSOS graduates.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the Robert H. Smith School of Business, Dr. Prabhadev Konana.
Will all the candidates from the Robert H. Smith School of Business please stand and be very loud? Good evening. I am Prabhadev Konana, the Dean of the Smith School. On behalf of all the faculty from the Business School, President Pines and Provost Royce, here I present the most creative, the exceptional business leaders of the future who will lead us fearlessly forward to a better future. They will embody the highest ethical standards, intellectual curiosity to relentlessly pursue social justice and civil discourse. They are the leaders in a world where business is everybody's business. Good evening, Smith School graduates. And congratulations, I won't say you did it because it is never in doubt. Our reputation as one of the finest business schools in the world only gets better with you as the next generation of movers and shakers. You may not be an architect or an engineer, but you will build the next Crystal City like our namesake and our alum, Robert H. Smith. You may not be a fashion designer, but you'll build the next big brand like our alum, Kevin Planks, founder of Under Armour. You may not design the hypersonic planes or quantum machines, but you will lead those companies like our alum, Chris Kubisik, CEO of L3 Harris. If you want to be in education, we have our Regent Pope, who is also sitting here, who is also a business school graduate. Like the alums recently inducted to the Smith School Hall of Fame, you may be the next generation of governors, senators, ambassadors, CEOs, exceptional coaches like Coach Gary Williams, and professional sports franchise owners like Ed Snyder, to name a few. Believe in yourself because you are from Robert H. Smith School of Business. As you pursue your dreams, always remember the purpose of your actions. Use your influence with empathy. Purpose and empathy will take you far. You saw Robert Smith's portrait every day in Van Munching Hall. I know you'll make these words of his come true. It is my dream that each student who graduates from this school will be an ambitious dreamer, a courageous risk-taker, and a principled, ethical leader who will work to make this world a better place. Our success is reflected in your success, and we are here to support you. We are eager to see your impact on the world. Congratulations and go Terps! Please be seated.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences, Dr. Amitabh Varshney.
I am Amitabh Varshney, the proud Dean of the College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences. Will the graduates from CMNS please rise? These graduates will tackle the grand challenges of our time as prominent scientists, mathematicians, healthcare providers, teachers, entrepreneurs, and innovators. They will discover cures and new treatments for diseases. They will enhance our understanding of global ecosystems, the atmosphere, and the universe. They will advance the field of artificial intelligence and construct AI systems that are fair and trustworthy. And they will invent technologies like quantum computers that will change the world as we know it. The 2,000 graduates from CMNS will have a huge impact on our world. Congratulations, Science Tubs.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean for the College of Education, Dr. Kimberly Griffin.
Will the graduates of the College of Education please rise? Hey, EdTurfs. Good evening, I'm Kimberly Griffin, and I have the honor of serving as the Dean of the College of Education. At Maryland, we are preparing the next generation of leaders, and the College of Education has a unique role to play in this goal. We have the absolute privilege of working and learning with students who are transformational educators, scholars, and leaders. But EdTurps, always remember that your impact is exponential because you will prepare subsequent generations of leaders in every other field and profession. And our College of Education graduates are up to the task. You are ready. I am confident that you have the experience, skills, knowledge, and determination needed to help create a more just and equitable society. The work you've been prepared to do will transform lives and communities. The work you've been prepared to do will change the world. To our future educators, counselors, psychologists, administrators, researchers, and educational specialists, you have chosen a respectable and honorable profession. Always remember that the work you've been prepared to do is at the heart of our efforts to solve the grandest challenges of our time. Your talents leave me and everyone else in a state of wonder. Go fearlessly forward and leave your mark on the world. The university community will be cheering you on. Go Ed Terps!
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the A. James Clark School of Engineering, Dr. Samuel Graham.
Will the graduating class of the Clark School of Engineering please rise? I am Samuel Graham, the Dean of the Clark School of Engineering, and the proud Dean and the leader of this school. President Pines, Provost Rice, distinguished guests, family, and friends, I present to you the next generation of TERP engineers who will push the boundaries of technology and the technological innovation forward. To our graduates, society will present you with many complex challenges. Some of these challenges you have learned about during your time here at the University of Maryland. Others are yet to come. We know that you are prepared and ready to solve them. You have shown this through your dedication, hard work, creativity while at the University of Maryland. As engineers, you are uniquely positioned to address society's grand challenges. You have the powerful and highly desirable skill set to see the problems that exist not as an end, but as a beginning and a catalyst for innovation. An opportunity to turn an idea in your mind into a solution, a material or a machine that benefits society. To see the world that could exist tomorrow and begin creating it today. As TERP engineers, we have the responsibility to serve the public in the public good, creating solutions that improves people's lives and the communities where we live. As you leave the Clark School and University of Maryland, know that you will embrace this charge and others will live by your example as you lead. Go Terps.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the College of Information Studies, Dr. Keith Marzullo.
We changed the order. Graduates of the College of Information Studies, stand up and let's hear from you. My name is Keith Marzullo. Oh, there's more. Excellent. My name is Keith Marzullo, and I'm honored to be the Dean of the college, the iSchool, whose motto is Information and Technology for Good. That's what we do. Our research, our education, and our partnerships focus on empowering the use of information and technology to make the world a better place. You've learned how to turn data into information and knowledge, how to design, build, and evaluate technology, and how to write code and build apps. You, however, also know how to use this knowledge to be change makers, to foster responsible information use, ensure equitable access to information, and harness data and technology for economic, environmental, and societal good. Whether your next step is as a data scientist, working for a federal or state agency, joining a consulting firm, becoming a software engineer, working in a library, working in an archive, or continuing or advancing your education, you will be directly addressing the challenges of today's world. Your skills are more needed today than ever as the world turns increasingly digital and information supports everything. Remember Gayle King's advice, work on making yourself proud. We know you're going to make us proud. Congratulations to the class of 2022 and 2023. Go Terps.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the Philip Merrill College of Journalism, Ms. Lucy Dalglish.
Will all the graduates from Philip Merrill College of Journalism please stand up and make noise? I'm Lucy Dalglish, and I've had the privilege of serving as Dean of the Philip Merrill College of Journalism for the last 11 years. Friends, these are the journalists that we will rely on to provide our communities with the timely and truthful information we all need to live together in a free society. They are entering a proud and honorable profession at an exciting and unsettling time. While at Maryland, they covered stories ranging from state, local, and federal elections to disturbing stories about the billions of dollars in lottery proceeds that have been transferred from low-income communities across our nation to powerful multinational companies. Over the last 4 years, the stories, videos, motion graphics, photos, and data, lots of data, they have produced and managed were seen and heard by millions of people across the country via news outlets, including the Baltimore Sun, the Washington Post, the Associated Press, the PBS NewsHour, and NPR. These graduates have witnessed incredible conflict and disruption in politics, law, technology, healthcare, media, and education. But they know that their communities, however large or small, will always need fair and insightful coverage of issues that matter, whether they be a presidential election or a local zoning controversy. Merrill College graduates reflect the incredible diversity of our country and can be counted on to speak truth to power and to shed light on the forgotten. They will demonstrate to us that practicing journalism is an act of citizenship. Congratulations, Merrill College graduates.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the School of Public Health, Dr. Boris Lushniak.
School of Public Health graduates, please stand. A big cheer for our graduates who remind us of the wide impact public health has on the world around us. Undergraduates, you excelled in attaining degrees in community health, family science, kinesiology, and public health science. Master's and doctoral graduates, you achieved success in your training in epidemiology and biostatistics, behavioral and community health, health administration, policy and health equity, couple and family therapy, family science and maternal and child health, environmental health sciences, physical activity, and kinesiology. Today is your day. All your hard work culminates in today's celebration. Be happy today, but also be thankful to those who got you here. Reach out to your family, to your friends, to the loved ones, mentors, teachers, faculty of the School of Public Health. Please stand up. Thank you for what you have done. Thank them for their love and support, all these individuals who got you here. Celebrate today. And with this celebration, graduates, rededicate yourself to take on the grand challenges of the bold and noble field of public health, to play a role in the complete physical, mental, and social well-being of the global population. We are dedicated to prevent disease and injury, to promote health and well-being with the goal of prolonging a high quality of life. The challenges are many: health inequities and disparities, violence and racism, climate change and environmental concerns, epidemics and pandemics, mental health and addictions, health behaviors and health literacy. Are we afraid? No. We expect you to lead us fearlessly forward to strengthen, promote public health, and support the resilience of our communities. All of you out there, believe in yourselves and in your mission. We can change the world. We are public health Terps. Do it. Congratulations.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the School of Public Policy, Dr. Robert Orr.
Good evening. I'm Robert Orr, the Dean of the School of Public Policy. Policy Terps, please stand up and be recognized. Graduates, you have spent your time here honing your policy and governance skills, broadening your thinking, and delving into real-world issues. You have not waited until after graduation to make your impact, but instead have already rolled up your sleeves and gotten to work. From harnessing the tools of science and technology to solve our biggest problems, to innovating bottom-up climate action, to supporting our society's most vulnerable through the ravages of the pandemic, to running for office, to organizing to save our democracy, these students before us have done it all. You graduates have put the public and the good in serving the public good, and I could not be more proud of you. We salute your success and your service today. Keep modeling what leadership in the public good looks like. Today, it looks just like you. Congratulations, Policy Terps. Change the world, it's our policy.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. William Cohen.
Good evening. I'm William Cohen, Dean for Undergraduate Studies. The Office of Undergraduate Studies runs programs that reach every student on this campus. We oversee the Honors College, College Park Scholars, the Academic Achievement Programs, Letters and Sciences, the Incentive Awards Program, and many other offices that extend across the whole university, including the General Education Program, through which all undergraduates take classes in a variety of subject areas. Tonight, we recognize those graduates for whom the more than 100 majors offered at this university did not suffice. These fearless students designed their own rigorous interdisciplinary majors in the Individual Studies program. Would the bachelor degree recipients in Individual Studies majors please rise to be recognized? Congratulations, Individual Studies graduates.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Steve Fetter.
Our graduate programs, with over 4,000 students in 83 doctoral programs and nearly 6,000 students in 157 master's degree programs, are the foundation of our identity and reputation as a top research university. Will all students receiving master's degrees please stand? The master's degree recognizes advanced study in an academic discipline or professional practice. You have demonstrated the ability to solve complex problems and think rigorously and independently. You are now masters in your field or profession. Congratulations. Will all students receiving doctoral degrees please stand? You are receiving the highest degree awarded by the University of Maryland. You've spent an average of 6 years to complete the degree, working long hours in laboratories, libraries, and studios, doing data analysis and writing chapters, articles, and computer code. You demonstrated the ability to do independent and original research and scholarship. You are creators of knowledge, and you will lead the way in applying that knowledge to address the grand challenges that confront us. Congratulations.
Distinguished guests, please welcome to the stage the Dean of the Libraries, Dr. Adrian Lim.
Good evening, graduates. My name is Adrienne Lim, and I'm the Dean of University Libraries. My library colleagues and I like to say that your purpose is our purpose because we care so deeply about your success. For this reason, it's extremely exciting to be here to celebrate your hard-won achievements, the excellent work and scholarship that got you here today, your countless hours of studying and research, sometimes very late at night in the libraries, and to witness the culmination of your strong engagement with learning and research at the University of Maryland. My sincere hope is that you found our 6 campus libraries, our extensive resources, journals, databases, our teaching and research programs, and services to be of invaluable support to you throughout your academic journey. As you move into this next chapter in your lives, I hope that you will stay curious, keep learning, and treasure all of the exciting aha moments yet to come. Please come back and visit our campus and our libraries whenever you can. Congratulations, and go Terps!
Distinguished guest, please welcome Colonel Steve Chance. He will administer the oath of office to our newest second lieutenants and ensigns.
All right, good evening. For the approximately 45 cadets and midshipmen that are seated here this evening, this commencement not only signifies the fulfillment of their respective degree programs, but it's also the culmination of military training in their respective reserve officer training corps. They've studied military history, military strategy, military ethics, and other academic topics. They've trained physically for the rigorous demands of military service, and they've learned and practiced leadership, followership, teamwork, and resiliency. All of this developing them to be leaders of integrity, honor, and character for the United States Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. This is a big day for them, for their families, and for our nation. Today, the military is passing the responsibility of leadership and trust to these new officers. They will soon raise their right hand with all of you as their witnesses, and they will take an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You'll notice that the officers do not swear an oath to any one person or party. They swear to support and defend the Constitution and to well and faithfully discharge the duties of their new office. By swearing allegiance to a set of ideals and laws, our military is not bound to the orders of a single person, but instead to the principles of this great nation. Distinguished guests, at this time, I'll administer the oath of office to our nation's newest officers. Cadets and midshipmen, please stand. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the United States military, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, TERP officers. You may be seated.
Please welcome to the stage President Pines and Senior Vice President and Provost Jennifer King Rice.
Graduating seniors, we have now reached the moment you have all been waiting for. When you are officially authorized to receive your degrees, I now call on Provost Rice to present the candidates with the degrees.
Thank you, President Pines. Would the faculty who are here, who have taught and supported our graduates for the past 4 to 6 years, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. President Pines, in accordance with the recommendation of the faculties of the schools and colleges at the University of Maryland, and in recognition of the successful completion of all degree requirements, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Landscape Architect, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Science, Master of Applied Anthropology, Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Chemical and Life Sciences, Master of Community Planning, Master of Education, Master of Engineering and Public Policy, Master of Finance, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Health Administration, Master of Historic Preservation, Master of Information Management, Master of Journalism, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Library and Information Science, Master of Music, Master of Professional Studies, Master of Public Health, Master of Public Management, Master of Public Policy, Master of Quantitative Finance, Master of Real Estate Development, Master of Science, Doctor of Audiology, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Musical Arts, and Doctor of Philosophy, as appropriate in each case.
I am pleased to accept the faculty's recommendations under the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by the authority the Board has delegated to me. I am delighted to confer upon you, the candidates, degrees as appropriate in each case. Congratulations! Congratulations, graduates. Our lives are made up of billions of individual moments. Some are fleeting and quickly forgotten. Others, like right now, are truly transformative and will have a permanent place in our memories. So I ask you all to stop and pause for just a second. Look at your loved ones. Look at your fellow graduates. And then for a moment, please close your eyes. All of you graduates, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. I want you to capture this moment in time forever. I can see your eyes. Say, close your eyes. Presidential privilege. Okay, you may open them now. We know the challenges that lie before us, the grand challenges of our time, from protecting against future pandemics to stopping gun violence and ending racial and social inequities. There is so much work to be done. At times it can be intimidating, it can be frightening, but it can also be invigorating. For adversity is also opportunity. I always believe that with the right people, the right inspiration, the right leadership, and the right vision, any problem can be addressed. And the stories and achievements in this crowd today show that you are the right people. They show that you have the right inspiration. They show that you can provide the right leadership and you can create the right vision. The leaders of Bell Laboratories, one of the most transformative groups of researchers in human history, used to say that when you don't know what to do something. It is a simple aphorism, but it is an important one because it is incumbent upon all of us to stand up to these problems and get to work on their solutions and all of their complexity and difficulty. Anyway, we can, whenever we are, and right now. So today's commencement is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of your journey. This is your moment to go forth and do good in our communities and in our world. Your experience here at the University of Maryland has changed you. It has made you stronger and wiser. And with grit, we call it terrapin grit, confidence and perseverance, you have learned how to be fearless. So now we want all of you to go fearlessly forward. Congratulations to the classes of 2022 and 2023. Good luck and go Terps!
Students, families, faculty, staff, alumni, and Terps, please welcome to CQ Stadium the best mascot in the country, Testudo!
Everyone, please rise. It is my great pleasure to invite the class of 2022 and the class of 2023 to officially turn your tassel. Congratulations, Terps!
Congratulations, Terps!
Congratulations to all our Terp grads. Please exit through the concourse level gates. Now, please join Dr. Pines for the presidential pinning in Jones Hill House.